We are live, and it says we're live. I because the reason I'm like a little weird is like the comments are blank, and
Yeah.
it wasn't showing anybody on the chat. So I've
It's
never
weird.
started that way.
No, but yesterday it was weird because there was when I was doing the dream show, there was oh, here we go, Lady Hawk's on. Hi, Lady Hawk. Yeah, it was showing up like 3 people, yet there was 11 comments, and then it would jump to 10, and then it would jump to 15, and then it would go. So it was being really weird. So I just went, oh well, but there was, you could see there was lots more
Okay.
people. So yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hello everybody and welcome. Um, how are things over there, Maree? Anything going on that you know of?
Let me think. No, apart from the oh well, Rumble's been down in Australia. I don't know about everyone else, but I haven't been able to get on to Rumble. It's been really on and off. So there's more things going on there with the cyber stuff. What? Oh yes, our Queensland premiere. That would be the same as one of your what are your state leaders called over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's resigned, and she was in tears and this and that, but she's been made to resign, and she's the one that pushed everything through the lockdown times, and really nasty, like people couldn't come over the border when their father was dying and things like that. It was really horrible. And
Wow.
she's the one that put all of the mandates in place. Yeah, so she's resigned. So but I think they're just going to have the next guy that was below her stepping up. But he's an absolute numbskull. So it'll be interesting. So yeah, but they've all gone. I think all of the premiers now have resigned or left for a health reason. So out of our 7 states, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states, yeah, I think they've all gone. The ones that were
Wow.
responsible for all of the stuff that went on. So that's really interesting.
Wow.
And I
That's
thought
big
she was
news, don't you think? Don't
Sorry?
you think that's big news?
It's huge news. And I thought she was a double for quite a while, for about 12 months anyway. I've gone, she doesn't quite look the same. There's something different about her energy. And so I think she'd already been taken. So yeah.
Oh,
That
okay.
was my intuition. And then I looked into it and I was just going, no, it's not her. This is someone playing her. So that was my feeling with it. But yeah, she's gone now. So there you go. So yes, things are happening. So it's,
That's exciting.
it's like governors. That's what it is. So they're the same as a governor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
so that's happening. What else? I mean, see, I don't really follow the news. I just had that was popping up somewhere, and I went, "Oh, good." But they've still got, as far as I understand as well, they still have mandates in place for healthcare workers in hospitals. It's so this is still going on here.
Wow.
Yeah, they've talked about relenting and this and that, but yeah.
Yeah, we
So
need to all move collectively to another timeline,
yeah,
to
yeah.
a higher vibrational timeline.
Yeah, I feel like it's happening though, just with the shifts. Like, I mean, I don't know how everyone else has been going, but I know over this last 3 weeks, I've come out of it now. But oh my gosh, I could really feel this big shift and initiation with this frequency coming in. Like I was saying, I couldn't even go out in the sun without with it glaring because the light was so bright. And other
Yeah.
people have said that to me as well. So there's definitely this massive frequency. So yeah, it's been pretty big shifts. But what about you, Elisa? What's happening there?
Well, the same. I try to stay away from the news and the things that are happening. So I can't think of anything. I know the Senate passed some law that's good for us, but I don't remember what that was. Um, uh, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything else.
yeah.
Um, um, I have my friend Shanna visiting.
Oh
She,
yes. How's that going?
It's going great. I took her to play pickleball today to learn how to play pickleball.
How did she go?
She did fantastic. She did great. She
Yeah.
did fantastic. Yeah.
Because it does take a bit to get used to it, especially if you've played tennis and you're going,
Yes.
hang on, this ball doesn't bounce like I'm used to, and it does take a while to get into the swing of it. So that's great.
It does. It does.
Mm.
And you're used to the ball being farther away, like the tennis racket is longer and this is shorter. So, she's saying she actually hit the ball.
Oh, well done. It took me a little bit of time, Shanna Banana, before I actually managed to hit the ball. And serving was I was going, this is just the weirdest serving I've ever done.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah.
but it's fun. It is.
Yeah,
fun.
but she brought the cold with her. And so it's very cold over here. And there's and we have a launch tonight. So tonight is the launch when we have 2 rocket boosters coming back. So you can see them when they're manipulating them in the air and trying to land them back.
Wow, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's clear.
2 in the morning, but
Oh,
we're still gonna do it.
good on you guys. Yeah. That's amazing. I mean, why would you not, when you have such an amazing vantage point from where you are?
Yeah.
So,
It's quite magical.
yeah.
So
Good.
So that's what we've got going on over here on this side of town. This afternoon, I was like, "Oh my God, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about?" But as you know, I have my Telegram channel, and somebody had posted a video of this guy walking with Trump, and this guy is like, I don't know, 10 feet maybe in height,
Really?
maybe 10 feet, maybe, I don't know. So it's really, really weird. So I want to ask if the video is real, and if it is real, it's in an ET. I want to ask more questions about this.
When was the video taken? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do. Again, it was posted on my Telegram channel. Can you see it now?
We can see the TikTok. Yep.
Yeah. So,
can you make it any bigger or no?
No.
Just even the image.
You see it?
You can sort of just vaguely see it. Yeah. So it's okay. I mean, we can still ask if it's actually a real picture or if it's been,
But you could see how much taller it was?
Yeah. Yeah, there was, I mean, it was hard to see it, but yeah, you could see in relation. It was definitely.
Yeah, so Trump is 6'3", which is already really tall. Yeah. And this guy is like, I don't know, at least 2-3 feet taller than him.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? So, okay, we'll ask if that's a real photo.
Yeah. So it's a video.
Oh, and Dennis has said it's from when he was going to the church that almost caught fire down across from the White House. Okay. That was 7 foot tall. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, all right, let's just see if that was a true photo. I mean, it could be just a little bit out of balance as well, so depending on the angle where the photo is taken from, all of that.
They're saying like this guy's an ET and all this stuff, and it's like, well, let's see. There's so much information.
Often it's just how the photo's been taken, or anything like that. Yeah, no, it's a true photo because we've got our 4 of Wands and we've got our Knight of Pentacles, who brings through a true message. I feel it's just the photo, the angle, the way it's been done. And he could. I mean, there are people that are. Look at basketballers, things like that. They're way up there.
Yeah,
so, but Queen of Wands. Yeah, no, it's definitely true. Well, it's true. It's a true photo. Yeah, which is interesting.
Can we ask about if he's an alien?
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm just getting told we've got to be careful with our questions, because remember, we all have we all have a different, I guess, what's the word, interpretation of that, and we all have starseed DNA. So is he maybe, has he got something in him that's a lot more than just human?
Well, was he born human?
Okay, was he born human? I like that one. That's clear. And then, yeah, okay, was he born here on Earth? Was he born human? I'm getting a yes, because that Queen of Wands is integrity to me. So that's yeah, eight of Pentacles. Yep, just been working away here on Earth.
Okay.
So yes, four of Pentacles is a long time. It's a foundation.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So he is not from another planet. He is from here. He was born human, therefore not an ET. So should we ask if he is a secret agent, like those people that take care of the president, like security detail?
Sure. Let's just see if that's his role. I love it, because I have no idea. I've not seen the photo, which I think is great, because then it's just
yeah. If you go to my Telegram channel, you can see it better.
Yeah, I haven't had a look on that the last 2 days. I haven't. Yeah. Okay, so is he like a? Oh, it looks like it, because we've got our 10 of Pentacles, and so this is, to me, an abundance. It's part of a group of people. So he's definitely got something to do. Then we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So it's unique, but it's definitely an abundance of helping Trump at some level. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, judgment. Yeah, he's definitely got some involvement with whatever goes on.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. So if we were to look at this question from Dennis, wouldn't the question being answered as human, that this would then not apply?
So what? So Dennis has asked, is he born of people that were born on another planet?
Right.
So Dennis, that's what I was saying. We all have like DNA, starseed, and we can come down here. So, is that what? Yeah, that's how I'm interpreting that. Is that how you're interpreting Dennis's question?
Yeah, like he can't be human if his parents aren't human. No. That's what I'm saying.
No. So no, so exactly. But I was tuning in for the DNA, and we got our Page of Wands. So there is obviously a part of him, an active part of that person that has got some DNA that's maybe more exacerbated. Like some humans have this much DNA that's maybe from a certain place. So he's human, but his DNA could be a little bit different.
All right. So this question, going with the same thought, was when Trump was signing something about the space program, there were supposedly 2 actual Pleiadians next to the desk. Was that a true woman and man both looked different? Wouldn't we need more detail on that? Because there could be so many different times when he was signing something. I don't know if the cards would be able to tell.
Well, we could ask if there was ever a time when he did have other beings that were with him when he was signing something, but then would there be a photo of that? We can find out if that's a thing, if there's actually been photos taken and there's been otherworldly ETs or whatever that have been there. That would sort of cover it. Let's just see if the cards can give us anything on that. Yep. That 10 of Pentacles has come up again, and the Hermit. So that's often a ET type card when we're asking these questions. So there has been, and we may not even know. They could be the ones that, because they can do, they can appear, I guess, cloak themselves, appear, however. So, yeah. The Empress, see, create. That's a creator. They can create whatever they need to create to look and have a cloak around them. Like they've got the masks now that can look so real. The technology they would have, they they could probably do anything like that. They can appear to us. So, yep.
Okay. All
That's
right.
happened.
Yeah, sorry, the cat's covering the camera again.
Indy, we love you, Indy.
Okay. Okay, so let me see if I have okay, so this is going on the idea of the giants, of the real giants, not the 10-foot ones, but or maybe that guy's probably maybe 7.5.
Yeah, which is
I don't know.
doable.
He looked gigantic.
I mean, I've got cousins that are 6'8", and that's quite 6'8",
Yes.
6'6". It's quite standard for our family,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this question. The giants we see in the landscape, did the archons and the darks kill them by suddenly freezing them, or how did they die? So yeah, how did the giants that we see that are like mountains, or like how did these giants, I mean, can the cards just give us an idea of what happened?
We can ask, yeah, because they look more like they've been petrified, don't they, or liquefied, like bang, really fast.
Yes.
So it could be it could be something from the ether that's happened that we don't really understand technologically.
Yeah.
So we can, we'll just see. I'll ask. So what are the darks? What does that mean?
The dark ones, the cabal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Kill them. Yeah. Okay. How'd they die? Let's ask first of all if it was when there was that flip. You know how they say that we have these cycles and there's a whole flip of the video landscape. We can see if that was what it was, one of those times. Oh yeah, it could have been, because that 9 of Wands tells me it was getting really rough. Like there was something that happened that was really, really, really rough. Because to me, when I see that card come up, it's like, oh, yeah, look at this, the 3 of Swords as well. This is, yes, there was something definitely that happened, like almost like a really quick snap type situation. Yeah. And about 50% went, because when I see that 2 of Pentacles,
wow.
So 50% went in that moment almost. It was like a flip. So, I mean, because, I've sort of heard about liquefaction and, we know about the mud floods, and it could have been a combination of both to get them so quickly, because, there's also the big footsteps that, imprinted like in the clay or the mud. Mm-hmm. So some of them must have been walking, and then that's actually stayed, long term, because it's been petrified or whatever. So yeah, it was very fast, whatever happened, and about 50% went, according to the cards.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be wonderful just to know exactly how that all happens? And
I know, right?
Oh,
the problem is there's so many timelines, so many different ways that things could have gone.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah. So, okay. So the other question was Lady Hawk. So she was asking, the movie Leave the World Behind is making headlines with the Obamas as producers. So do they have to tell you before they do it? Because my understanding is that this movie was portraying like almost like where they foretell you like what's going to happen before it happens.
Yes. Correct.
So is that the idea behind this movie?
Okay. I mean, I've actually watched it. I watched it twice because my friend hadn't seen it, and I said, I'll watch it again with you so I can pick up more of the messages and see if there's any more coding, because I was looking for the seeding. Because to me, my gut instinct, so I don't know if you've seen it, Elisa. Have you seen this yet? Okay. But my gut instinct was, wow, this is to seed the masses. This is to have people start asking questions and to sort of start being more open-minded about, what the potential could have been. Because I feel that this was a potential.
But then if that's the case, wouldn't the Obamas not Like, was it really the Obamas that produced it, or was that just a?
Nope. I don't believe so. My gut feeling was no. I'm going to ask that question first
So
up,
then
though.
that should be the question.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh, okay. Wow, how interesting. Because I was going, were they being used as like a trigger?
Bait, like bait,
That's a bait.
bait. The you know the
Yeah.
the Democrats.
Really fast. So action was taken. So, and it was, when you look at the movie itself, you have to really look carefully to see their names, even that's hidden in behind stuff that's moving in the introduction. It's it was only the second time that I saw it. I was really watching everything, and I went, oh, there it is, but you could hardly see it. So yeah, so they're using this. I would say that this is a white hat production. They're using all evil
Oh,
ones, because that Seven of Wands, the King of Swords, tells me that that's been done from a very high place. It's been done. They're telling truth. But what they've done with the Obamas is the Seven of Wands always is when someone's trying to hold their identity. So they're showing who they really were. That's why I feel their names up there. So yeah, so that's the first question. And I'd been thinking, I hadn't thought about, well, why would they put them in there? So that's the first time that it's come through with the cards that I've actually asked, why would they do that? And it just came through then. So
wow.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing.
Oh, and the other thing was the kids. I don't know if you haven't watched the movie, I'm not going to give away too much, but I'm just going to do a few little bits. The kids were wearing T-shirts, and one of them had Obey and the other one had NASA, and they were standing next to each other with their T-shirts on, Obey NASA. And it was, but then when you look at Obey, apparently it actually means to do research, to look at your surroundings, to actually ask questions. And so they're actually saying NASA are not true. It's not it's been a big corruption. It's fascinating.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would watch it and look and like
Well,
just
I didn't watch it because they were the producers, and I'm like, I'm not touching
oh
that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not
no
looking
no
at it because I
change.
didn't want to support them. I didn't want to give them support. So,
I don't even believe they're still here. They're using
well,
that.
yeah, but
So
I just thought somehow like they got it done in the past, and now they're somehow attached to it. So I was just like, no, it has their energy on it, and I,
no.
like I don't want to.
Oh, that's interesting. Because when I started to watch it, I don't usually like, a bit scary movies at all, but I was going, this, I actually don't feel scared, because it's almost like I knew what the plot was. It's like I've already read the book, so I know what's going to happen. And so there was no fear for me. It was just intrigue. It was like, oh, look what they're doing with that. Oh, did that really come out of his mouth? Like, it was actually exciting, because I went, this is a big red pill movie.
Okay.
So yeah, so if that can put your mind at ease, yeah. And I was just like intrigued with it and going, what? I can't believe they're putting this out there to just in your face.
Wow.
So yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel so much better.
Yeah. No, definitely worth the watch, and look at it with your awakened eyes, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
So someone asked, was it really going to happen? We can ask that question. We'll just
Oh,
see what the
I missed
cards
that.
say from Lady
Okay.
Hawk. She said, is it really going to happen the way that it's being portrayed fully
Where is
in that
that? I don't
movie?
even see
It's
that.
up. It's up. Question. I'm going to ask if it's going to happen. They have to tell you before they do it. It's up on the. It's already up.
Okay, we'll go ahead and ask it while I look for it.
It's up there. You've already got it up on the thing. King of Cups. No, Lady Hawk.
Oh,
The King of Cups. Yes, it's all right, honey. I'm meant to be the blonde one here.
you know what it is? It's being hanging around with Shanna.
Well, it's rubbing off, is it?
It's rubbing off.
Excellent work, Shanna. Oh, I love it. But Lady Hook, because this King of Cups has come up, the King of Cups is usually an emotional, a very, very high emotion. So it's going to evoke a lot of emotion in people, but there's a lot hidden. That cloak hides things. So to me, I'm just going to get another card to give me that a bit more of a story with it. We just got confirmation that exactly that, Ace of Pentacles. So this is a hidden message. This is simply a waking up for people. This is not how it's going to go down. There could be some aspects of it. I think some aspects of it have probably already happened. I mean, look at all these cyber attacks and things going on. They're showing us. So this is sort of created quite a buzz with people, which is fantastic. So yeah, oh my gosh, the world. This is actually going to become, I would say this is going to become a global red pill, because that world card's come up. So they're doing it now for a reason. I would say it's all part of this timing of releasing things at the right time. And my other feeling, oh my God, we've got the Hanged Man. So I was just going to say, my other feeling, it's not really Julia Roberts. So because,
yeah.
so have a look at it. But I was just going, it doesn't feel like her. So, and then the Hanged Man, so that's about surrendering something. I think a lot of them are gone. They're just using their name. I don't know if any of you remember or saw this, but apparently on one of Tom Hanks', whether it was Instagram or Twitter or something, this was about a year or so more ago, he had a thing up there saying, you know that I could be dead for 2 years and they could still use me in movies with all the technology they've got these days. I think there's a clue.
Yeah.
So that's no, this to me feels very much like a wakey movie, but it won't come to that fruition, Lady Hawk. There could be aspects of it that come out to help wake people up in real life more, and then but I don't feel it's going to happen.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, Lila is still with us.
Oh, hi, Lila.
About the Norwegian mountains, could Jasper shed a light on it? Very old legends of Jotuns or giants. Also, trolls live there.
Yes, yep. Okay, let's just get Jasper to tune in. Hi, Jasper. And just see. So first of all, what we'll ask about those mountains and giants, and just see what he can show us. He's actually showing me, and he's quite funny, as we know, and he's going, that was literally their stomping ground. We call, I don't know if you use that word in the US, but in Australia we call
we do.
So that was literally their stomping ground, that area, and it was probably quite different to how it is today. But he's showing me definitely the giants. There were giants there, and things looked different. And he's showing me that the trolls and things were real as well in that era, in that time on Earth. It's almost like now they're in through another dimension. So the energy of them is not in this physical this world. But he's showing me that's their stomping ground. So Lila, yes. Yeah.
Yep. So sometimes legends aren't legends. You know what I've noticed is legends are more real than history.
And well, they have to tell us, don't they? And so they do it through fairy stories. They do it through movies where we think it's not, and they tell us that's not real. Whereas in actual fact, like you say, that's their way of telling us.
Yes.
So that they don't get the karma. That's their belief system. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Dennis had a question. There's supposed to be 5 planets that have humans on them. They're all Earth-like, and the people on 3 of them spoke German.
Wow. That's very specific. So we'd have to okay, let's just ask the first question. Are there 5 planets that have humans on them? I mean, there could be more, Dennis. There could be, it could be something completely different, but let's ask that question specifically. Are there 5 planets that have humans on them? Okay. I don't think so, because the 8 of Swords has come up. So I feel it's not that specific, because that means there's something's been like enclosed and we've been blindfolded to something. So this one wanted to come up as well. So the 2 of Wands wanted to come up. To me, this is trying to find a balance, and it's got the Earth there. So there could be places that humans go that most humans don't know about. Yeah, Queen of Wands. As I was saying that Queen of Wands came up, which to me is integrity. So there could be some places, not necessarily 5. Yeah, and they could, these realms or these places, humans may need. I was just going to say humans may need some help, or to like live there. If it's a different atmosphere, if it's not Earth atmosphere, and that Tower card comes up, because otherwise they wouldn't make it. So they would have lots of problems. So they could again use technology of some description so that they can survive in those type of that type of environment.
Yeah.
So isn't it interesting? Yeah. So then we've got the 6 of Wands, which means that they're successful with that. There's a victory. So I love it how these cards just come up as we're talking it through and chatting. And so some places, Dennis, yes, there has been humans, or there are humans.
Okay. Very cool. Starlight Waters by Joanna Lee. She wants to know if there's any news about the RB release for humanitarians. Okay. So let's see if the cards have an update.
Sure. So Starlight Waters, I was actually chatting beforehand to Elisa about this, and my feeling is that everything's been slowed down. It's almost like they're doing a different there's a different maneuver going on. So we'll see what the cards say, but
I would like to ask the cards if our waiting energy, the energy that we have that we're waiting, is causing it to be delayed
as well. Yep. Okay. And well,
we'll see what the cards say. Maybe
So what do you want me to ask first?
What can the cards tell us about the RV release?
Okay.
Is it gonna? Do I need to give you a time frame? Is it gonna happen by the end of the year, or within the next 3 months?
I'm gonna ask first. No. I'm just gonna ask in general first, and then we can look at something else. So the 4 of Swords has come up. So there's still more that's been hidden and is being played out behind the scenes. Okay, so that's where I feel this sort of delay, it's taking longer. See, that the 7 of Pentacles, this means there's lots of things that have been put in place, but it's being watched. It's still growing. It's still being nurtured. It's still, this is quite early on. If it was the 8 of Pentacles, I would say, oh, wow, they're actually, there's not too much more to go. They're working on the final stages, but there's still a lot cultivating here, is what I'm getting. And the World card again. So because it's so big, this is massive. This is worldwide. So I feel that there's still a lot going on. And yeah, we can ask and see if we can get a time frame. So you want to ask for by the end of this year, next year, when?
Sure.
Okay, let's just see.
And that's only going to be as of today. That can change tomorrow, but.
Correct. Okay, let's just see what the cards are saying about that transformation happening, that change coming through by the end of this year as we know it, end of December 2023. Page of Swords. No, there's still stuff that hasn't been told to us. This is where there's the air is the mind, which is the stories. To me, when I see this card, it's like, no, the story is not complete yet. That's what I'm getting.
Okay, so that's for the end of this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to see the military come in before that happens. Okay. And that, yeah. Let me just have a look and see what else we can. Oh, that one's hot. Yep. 5 of Swords. Yeah. So there's been a lot of fighting mentally or like within the military or within the people that are running it, there's actually been some back and forward, like changing, because 5 is change and the sword is the air and the mind. So there's been a lot of changing of the mind around this, and this is why, you can have different timelines, different scenarios as to when it might happen. So I feel there's still stuff going on, and there still has to be a lot that happens before
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Can you imagine them bringing all that out when someone like Biden is in charge? Yeah, nah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty to take Biden out, but I don't know what they're waiting for.
That's it. I think, again, I feel that with that 5 of Swords, they're still making some decisions as they go to see what's actually going on. So, there's lots of ways they could do that. Lots of legal ways they could do it.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
And Starlight Waters by Joanna Lee. Just what I find really helps me is to go into gratitude. So instead of going, I'm poor and I'm sick and there's so many people in need, the more I go into the gratitude for what I got, it doesn't matter how small it is, it doesn't matter what it is, the gratitude, it really raises my frequency. I know it, I feel it. And so as I remember to do that, even if you've only got $1, you might need 20, but just having the gratitude of that $1. And my beautiful friend that I live with here, she showed me what she does. She gets her money and I did it with my cards, my bank cards the other day, and you put it on your solar plexus and you just start to bring through white light and blessings. And whoever touched this money, wherever it goes, it brings back infinity times to those people. This abundance and this joy, and because it's an energetic way of transferring our creativity. So, and as this white light builds up, you feel it getting stronger and stronger and stronger in the solar plexus area. And you just know it's like, and then also that it returns to me infinite amount of times. And after I did this the first time with a $50 note, and I brought something, and I think I told you this story, the girl that was serving me, we were chatting about something else anyway. She went to serve someone else and she goes, hang on a minute. She said, I didn't charge you. I went, yeah, no, I've actually got my change. The frequency was so high in that she didn't remember having it and putting it into the till. And it was about 4 days later, I actually had this book from the library and I'd taken the others back and I'd kept this one book. And I went, I don't think I want to read this. I'd read 3 chapters. It really wasn't doing it for me. So when I'll take it back to the library, but both of the automatic receiving slots were broken. So I was walking around with this one book going, well, who do I give it to? And I happened to flip through the book and there was $50 right in the middle of the book. So that to me was just confirmation that blessing our money, blessing and removing that spell casting from it by putting high frequency through it. Try that. That might actually really help you. And I've done it with my bank cards now. And so everything I do with those, if I usually use cash though, I want that blessing to come back to everyone that energy of money goes to. So I don't know if that will help, but it certainly helped me.
Yeah, I definitely think that will help me.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you're consciously putting that beautiful prayer, that beautiful creative energy into it, and you're dispelling that dark money spell that's on it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Oh, wait. I think I had a question that I was going to bring up. Yeah, this one from Christina. Going back to the Jaya, she saw a video that said the Himalayan pink salt is actually petrified giant flesh.
Wow. Well, you know what? Anything's possible because they do say it's got so many minerals in it. It's got so many good stuff in it. Who knows? What a great question. Let me go. Let me have a look at the cards.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so from the beings, is that an aspect of it? I love that. I would never have thought of that. Oh, interesting. These two want to come up. We've got our Hanged Man. So to me, this is something that's it's either very you surrender to it or it's something that's taking time to do. But then we've got our 8 of Pentacles. So it could be something that has been like slow released over time. that's still being worked on that we're receiving. So I'm just going to ask for some clarification for that one. Yeah, wow. Temperance card. So this is something that change is created um, from a higher realm. So I feel this could be true because it's a whole other aspect. It's a whole other realm that we're talking about with those giants. So they could be an aspect of it. Yeah.
Wow.
That these cards are saying, yeah, hidden. So the Four of Swords, it's definitely something that's been hidden again. So I would say there's a potential, high potential for some of the stuff to be part of that.
Interesting.
I know. I mean, these days I'm just so open to everything and anything because we just don't know, do we?
No, really. All right. Are there giants in inner earth?
Okay, let's have a look and see. Okay, so inner earth, as we think of it as being another dimension, as well as there's a reality there as well. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. I feel there could be Wheel of Fortune, so I feel they could have moved the aspect of the giant, like the whole. Yeah, oh, look at this. I was just about to say, after the aspect of them once they went through this process, it's like they had this huge shift. So I feel that, yeah, an aspect of them could definitely be there, but not all of it, because the Six of Pentacles is offering something, but keeping a balance. So I don't feel like they could be, they might not be there as massive giants like they appeared here in this earth realm. They could be coming through as, but their energy could be in it as a different physical representation.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. I know we could all use everybody. Okay. Oh, I think we already asked this question about Medusa, right? Could Medusa was real, and card tells that she was able to turn things into stone. Yeah, we talked about this in another one.
Yeah. What was it? See, I forget because there's so much that comes through. Was she again like a representation?
No, Medusa was real, but it was not in the way that it's shown.
Yes.
To
Yeah,
us.
that's what I was feeling. It was like a representation of something.
Yeah.
So yeah. So let's just see if that's correct. What we got then is actually correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Eight of Cups. So you're walking away from the story that we've been told. Yeah, the Magician. So there was a lot of smoke and mirrors around it.
Yeah.
What I'm getting intuitively, it'll be interesting to see what card comes up, is that there was a being that had powers, had gifts, had talents, whatever they were. And let's have a look and see. Yes, King of Pentacles. So this was someone that was a master of their own reality and could, could do things that we would think would be like out of this world virtually. So when that King of Pentacles comes up, that's an absolute master creator. But
so was she like a god? Like you hear the goddesses and the gods?
Yeah. So what I'm feeling, because that Six of Swords has come up, is that that being helped to make things better, in fact.
Oh.
So okay. It took things into a better place. So the justice. And so this is interesting, isn't it? How that Medusa's been portrayed as to what happened. Yeah. So it's what the cards are saying, which is really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. And then do you remember she used to turn beings into stone? I think I remember it wasn't necessarily that.
No, that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, that my intuition's kicking in again. But the powers she had could mesmerize people, maybe. You know how it was just coming through that she had really incredible connections and gifts and power.
Yeah.
So, maybe it was simply that people were mesmerized and then they their mind got completely blown, or who knows, with whatever energy it was. Who knows? But I can ask. I'll see if that comes up. So maybe the meaning of the word stone was literally that they. Yeah, temperance card. So there was definitely a change, but it wasn't as harsh as what we're saying, because that one is a lot softer. So
Okay.
it's no, much smaller. So Page of Cups again, emotions. So there was definitely an emotional aspect with it, but it wasn't as big as what they were saying happened.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if to ask this question from Dennis. It's kind of gross.
That's hilarious. Oh, I love it. Go and read it out. It's funny.
Do we get our oil from Mother Earth's pimples, since oil is a renewable resource?
That's so funny. Yeah, oil is a renewable resource. It's actually not something that's limited. I think, I don't know if you guys, well, I've done a bit of research into this, and they say that oil comes from within the first, the minerals that I think are within the first 3 kilometers of the earth. But they're trying to tell us it's deeper or something. And it's not even carbon. It's not even, what's the word? My brain's just gone stupid. Yeah, anyway, it's renewable. It's actually renewable. It's not like anything that can't be replenished. So oil is actually a renewable thing. So that question is not so funny. It's just the way he's put it.
Right.
Earth dimples. Yeah. But obviously it's something that the earth is created within the earth. That's a renewable,
Yeah.
So just from some research I've done.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh my God, this is the card of the day. I just shuffled all those and cleared them, and so it changes slowly. So we do get, the earth just keeps producing it slowly. So it's very different to what we've been told. Yeah, victory. It's not going to run out. 6 of Wands. There's enough of it.
Yeah.
What does scarcity do? Oh, it brings in more money, brings in more power, more control.
I did see a video about diamonds too, that diamonds are everywhere, and that they're just made us believe that they're worth a lot, but they're not. They're everywhere.
I think that was back in the 20s. They started that as well. It was a big scam. Yeah. So how good are they at mind manipulation and indoctrination?
Yeah.
So,
So,
I know, right?
Whatever. So the question, the other stuff that I had to ask today was about Marilyn Monroe. And the question was she really killed by the 3-letter agency that we won't name?
Okay, let me have a look and see if she's. So we want to ask if she's still here, or if she was alive then when they said she wasn't, because she'd be sort of getting up there now, wouldn't she, in age? So maybe did that really happen? Was she really taken out?
Right. Yeah.
By the bad guys, or not? Was she taken out by the bad guys? Wow. That one wants to come out too. Wow. So we've got our Ace of Cups, and to me, this is always really positive emotion, all that sort of stuff. So I feel like there was a story, because the Ten of Swords has come up, which means someone's gone, finished, something's dead. But 5 of Wands, but no, there was actually a lot of action taking to change that, because that 5 of Wands tells me there was some action and fighting taken to change it, to change that, to change the story.
Okay.
There's the deep state. There's what we were talking about. So changing up what they wanted. This is fascinating, because if that Ace of Cups hadn't come up, then I would be going, yep, she was definitely taken out by them. But something got changed. Let me just, you want to come out? She actually started a new life. We have that Page of Pentacles. So
that's kind of what I felt.
Is that what you felt as well?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, we just got clarification on that. So the 3 of Wands is looking forward to the future and letting go of the past, just leaving it behind as well. Yeah. So she was something happened. I think she was looked after.
Okay, so is she alive?
now. Okay,
Yes.
we can check. Is she still alive now? Whoa, whoa. Oh, you're not going to believe this. Look what card flipped out. The Ace of Cups. But I think that's just giving us real clarification that what we were finding in the cards was actually true, because that doesn't happen. Okay, let's have a look at these. So these two dropped out as well. So, and I pick them up when I take them. So there was definitely a strategy. Four of Wands. She lived very happily wherever she was, and I'll just see if she's still alive. That's the question. So wherever she lived, she was safe, and she was looked after. Wow. I'm getting the hit to split these. Wow. She might be still alive somewhere. That King of Pentacles has come up. So, she could be very elderly and alive somewhere.
Is she here or in some other planet?
Yeah, another place. Let's have a look and see.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, when was she actually born? Does anyone know what her year of birth was? If anyone knows that, pop it up for us, because I don't remember. Let me just have a little look. Is she still on? Well, what is it, the Earth plane, or did she go somewhere else? No, she stayed here. Seven of Wands. That's your identity. So no, and she just merged in, because that Six of Cups is being offered something emotionally from like a village or a place. It's nurturing. So I feel that she just merged in somewhere. Yeah. But I'm feeling she's not going to be here for much longer if she still is here, because that Four of Swords has come up.
So Christina's saying she was born in 1926.
Yeah. Okay. So she'd be nearly 100.
Yeah. She's got to be, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say, and that's why that Four of Swords has come up. I'd say but no one will know, obviously. So it would just be hidden. It's all been hidden. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for that, Christina. Yeah, and yeah, so this is lots of questions have been asked. When the Two of Pentacles comes up, it means lots of questions have been asked about her. And it's like 50-50 for the people that have asked the questions, whether they think she's alive or not alive. So that's really interesting too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yes, so everybody's clearing out the question that Kibu had. Yeah, so that's the group that actually was trying to get rid of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
my feeling, my intuition is telling me that she had friends in high places as well. She had those guys, but
that knew what was going to happen. Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps with that. So I'm going to trust that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm remembering if we had the conversation or if we asked about her really having an affair with JFK.
Yeah. I don't know. Did we?
Did we ask that? I'm thinking like the answer was no.
Yeah, and I was getting again intuitively no. So no, they no, that was something else. I'm just pulling cards on that one as well. No, because happy home. It was a very happy home, and there was none of that going on, because then we've got the King of Cups. There was a lot of lies told. There was things that were told that weren't true. And the Four of Cups, we can always believe what we want to believe, what we're offered, but it wasn't something that rings really true or is solid, with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if we can ask about this.
I was getting, oh my God, Triggle, Rice, I was getting that as well intuitively when I was actually getting told that she got looked after by the people because she was actually informing. Again, I'm getting goosebumps. So she was actually giving information to them and they protected her.
Okay.
Because this started a long time ago, like, all of this stuff going on. So, yeah, definitely I'm getting that was the case. Yep. So there was a lot of chaos. So the Seven of Cups, this tells me there was a lot of chaos going on. So she was doing stuff, because she could. So I mean, that's interesting you asked that, because I was actually getting that intuitively anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Interesting.
Really interesting, isn't it? So,
Yeah, absolutely. The whole story was fabricated, it looks like.
yeah. Well, it's been twisted to suit, because they wanted to keep her safe. So that could have been even a collaboration that was put out to keep her safe,
Yeah.
so that people thought that she'd gone. Because I mean, if people aren't looking for someone, then they're not going to find them, are they?
Yeah.
It's a little bit like JFK, same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's it for today. I don't see any questions on the chat, so I am going to close out the show.
Elisa, as well, can we just remind people that I can't do the 7 o'clock slot next week, but I can do the 6 p.m. your time slot next week.
Yes. So next week we're going to do 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we're going to be early.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. And we're going to have Maree's show on Sunday as well, the dream show. So don't forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And anything from Jazzy? Does he have any final words?
Yes, let's bring him on. He was showing us yesterday, when I was doing the dream show, he came through and he showed like a cross, but it looked like a keyhole. So it's almost, it was really fascinating. It was like, and to me, that's very sacred, because it's crossing through the heart and balancing and bringing something in. So that was what he showed me yesterday. So let's just see if he's got anything for us for the next week or so that's going through. Oh, Jazzy. He's showing me stars almost falling. And so I'm going to be watching the skies to see if our stars have come back yet, because they were still real dodgy. So he's actually showing me stars, quite bright stars. And now he's showing me that cross again. So I feel that's got something to clearing. That's what we've been seeing in the sky at night.
Okay.
Whoa. So watch out for stars this week, guys.
Yeah.
So that's really good. I'll be interested to know, actually, if what he's showing me happens, if there's actually more stars around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Jazzy.
Thank you, Jasper.
All right, everybody. Love you so much. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.